was looking through your resume and coming across like all these great multi-camera sitcoms that you did get to work on.
Yeah.
Like I actually just happened to be rewatching NewsRadio, and
Oh, wow. Yeah, I did an episode of that.
Yeah.
I remember my name. It was Carol.
Yeah, I think Stephen Root says it a bunch of times.
Yeah, Carol. Yeah, I played his secretary. Yeah.
I mean, is it a situation, especially having like spent so much time doing like guest star appearances? Do you find yourself like, you know, at an Emmys party and running into someone that you did like, you know, one episode with in 1996? And
yes, I do. Like that's how I approached Dave Foley. You know, I said, hey, "Do you remember me?" And he said, "Yeah, I do." And who else? I was on Party of Five. And I ran into both of those guys whose names escape me now because I'm more famous. No, I can't remember their names. Oh, yeah. If you look at my IMDB, I have, you know, when I first came to LA, I did probably 30 guest spots on 30 completely different shows. Some of them multicam, some of them single cam, some of them dramas, some of them procedurals. I did a lot of different stuff.
Is that an experience you look back on fondly?
Oh, yes. Oh, and I loved it. I loved every minute of it. I had this little red Volkswagen that I used to drive around town, and I'd be zipping up and down, what street did I live on? Beechwood Canyon, and going to auditions and doing sketch comedy at the Tamarind Theater there on Franklin with my friends from Chicago. And I had a very full, fast-paced life. You know, it was really, really a good time. I was a very happy person.
It seems like a situation where it's like it'd be almost impossible to get bored.
No, I wasn't at all. Every day had something. And, you know, I was doing voiceover too. So every day I would go to, I'd audition for, you know, a bunch of voiceover spots at my agent's office. And that was a social thing too. I knew everybody in the lobby and we'd go out to lunch afterwards. And I mean, I would start at like 8 o'clock in the morning and go through to, you know, midnight, you know, especially if I was doing a show, and I wasn't tired at all. I was just energized.
It sounds wonderful. Again, in prepping for this, looking back over your career, I ended up rewatching The Fugitive.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It seems like a fun character you got to play. I noticed like the lab coat, you had some buttons on it that you got to stylize.
Right. I didn't do that. I didn't use those buttons.
Oh, that was the wardrobe?
Yeah, in fact, I was a little, and I didn't have enough power, at least I didn't think so, to say whether I wanted them or not. And I kind of resented that the wardrobe person piled me up with those.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
I mean, my real question is, you know, what is it like to have Harrison Ford stare into your eyes and smile and say, "You beauty"?
Oh, the best. The best. And, you know, I was just a theater actor in Chicago, and I don't know how I got this part. I didn't audition for it. I knew the director, Andy Davis's assistant, and somehow I got, and they paid me $8,000, and that, you know, it's not bad. It's a lot, much more than I was making then. And I don't know how I got it, but showing up at the first day and meeting him, it was such a big deal for me. It was the first big star I had ever met, and he was wonderful to me. He was so lovely to me, gave me some great tips, and, you know, and we had to work out a scene together because he didn't like the writing of it. He said, "It doesn't feel organic." And so we went into his trailer and we shared an umbrella, and we worked the dialogue out for that. And so, yeah, when he called me Butte, that was a pretty big thing. Yeah.
Wonderful.
I blushed.